Siya ni Kristo.
Guten Morgen, guten Tag und guten Abend und willkommen bei INCRadio Northern Europe Satellite Studio. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to INCRadio Northern Europe Satellite Studio. I am Angela Domingo, broadcasting live from Vienna, Austria, and I will be one of your hosts for tonight. And I am joined by my co-host all the way from Hyltebruk, Sweden. Hello, Selina.
Yes, thank you so much, Angela, and good evening to all the viewers and listeners tonight on INCRadio Northern Europe Satellite Studio. I am Selina Bolander, broadcasting all the way from Hyltebruk, Sweden, and I'm so glad to join Angela tonight on our first ever broadcast together to co-host with her. So for our date and time tonight, it's already 8:02 in the evening Central European Time here in Sweden, and it's already February 17 at 3:02 Philippine Standard Time. So, hello po sa lahat ng naka-tune in tonight in the Philippines. I know it's very early there, but thank you for tuning in with us. And I know everyone is really excited for our topic for tonight. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce our topic for tonight, which is exploring Gdansk. Brethren who visited a recent church activity held in Gdansk, Poland, shared their experiences touring the city. And so, the brethren in the ecclesiastical district of North gathered in unity and faith for the inaugural worship service of the newly established Weherowo Group worship service in Gdansk, Poland. This significant occasion was officiated by our district supervising minister, Brother Vizar Balsita. The establishment of Weherowo Group worship service is a testament to the church's continuous growth in this part of the world and the unwavering dedication of its members in sharing their faith. Okay, so what else can you say about it, Angela?
Yes, right after the worship service, brethren from other places who visited Gdansk took the opportunity to explore the beautiful and historic city of Gdansk, which is known for its stunning architecture and rich maritime history. Visitors were also captivated by landmarks such as the picturesque Long Market. And as they walked through the charming streets, the brethren not only deepened their bond with one another, but also appreciated the beauty and culture of the city, making this occasion even more memorable. Yes, so we also invited some brethren who went to Gdansk for these activities to tell us about their experiences while exploring the city of Gdansk. So now, without any further ado, let's hear Pauline tell us about her experience while exploring Gdansk. So, Kuya Tek, if you could please show us Pauline's answer. Yes, so here we have brethren from the newly established GWS Virarovo. Yes, and now we will see. We will watch Pauline tell us about her experience exploring the city of Gdansk.
Hello everyone, my name is Pauline Agapay. I'm from local congregation of Stockholm here in Sweden, and I hold an office in the Secretariat, Finance, and Choir Department. So thank you for having me. So besides the inaugural worship service, the walk along the beautiful Motlava River with its charming waterfront and picturesque views and historic buildings might have left a lasting impression. I'd recommend a stunning Gdansk Old Town and the iconic Neptune Fountain. It has also good scenery during evening, so highly suggested to try for a walk since the streets are bright with beautiful lights. So the lively and welcoming atmosphere in Gdansk is very compelling. The blend of modern vibrancy and um, filled with rich history, the friendly locals, and various cultural events like street performance and markets are things to appreciate. Pierogi is or are must try. It is a polished dumplings, whether filled with savory options like meat, mushrooms, and cabbage, or even sweet fillings like berries. They are delicious and quite essentially in Poland. It has a cute shaped dumpling, so yeah, it is highly recommended.
Yes. Thank you, Pauline, for telling us about your experience in Gdansk. And as someone who also went to Gdansk for the inauguration of the newly established group worship service of Vierobo Poland, I can only agree to what she said. Like taking a stroll to the old town is highly recommended, and I also found that the locals or the people in Gdansk are very welcoming, very friendly, and very helpful actually to tourists like us. Yeah, so once again, thank you, Pauline. I believe we have somebody who commented about their experience, right, Selena?
Yes, I can see there's actually a lot of comments here, but I can see Sister Francesca Heiskanen's comment here saying that the most memorable part of her visit to Gdansk is meeting the brethren in Poland and meeting brethren who also traveled to Poland for the inaugural worship service. It was such a quick trip, but it started of my February strong as I got to perform my duty as a choir member and I got to perform with other choir members in Northern Europe. Wow, thank you so much for that comment, Francesca. Yes, and there's a lot of comments here. Oh, and Francesca have another comment. Another memorable part for me was that I got to travel with my family, Sister Lorny Lind and the Seri family, and that we got to spend time with Rona and Janice from Oslo. And just spending time with each other and laughing was such a highlight for me. And since Francesca mentioned Rona, we actually have Rona with us tonight as well to share her experience because like what Angela said, as someone who's been to Gdansk, well, she's been there, but as someone who haven't been to Gdansk like me, I'd like to hear more from our guest and Angela about their experience there. So let's hear from Rona. Please introduce yourself and tell us everything about your experience in Gdansk.
Good evening po. I am Rona Balbin from the local congregation of Oslo East in Norway. I am a choir member, an assistant overseer, and a TSP officer. Thank you po. Of course po, the main reason of being in Gdansk was to attend the inaugural worship service of our brethren from the Veherovo area. One thing that I will remember the most from that day was the happiness and the thankfulness felt by everyone who attended the occasion of having witnessed such an event. and the love of the brotherhood that was felt on that day, because even though many of us have met each other for the first time, it felt like we have known each other for a long time po. For me po, the best way to familiarize myself with a new city is by walking. So we had the chance po to go to the old town and to the riverfront of Gdansk, and give us the opportunity to see the beautiful and colorful buildings and experiencing the city. The things po that I really appreciate about the Polish culture is their being friendly, polite, and accommodating. Definitely po the kielbasa or the Polish sausage. It has this coarse, dense texture with smoked aroma, giving it a lot of flavor.
And thank you so much, Rona. So, Sister Pauline said different food, and I'm looking forward to taste those kinds of food. And I've seen several photos of Gdansk, and it looks like a really nice place to be. I've never been there, but I hope I'll get the chance to go there. But for now, I'll just ask Angela, what else can you tell me about Gdansk since you've already been there and I haven't yet?
Yes, so what I noticed about Gdansk is that it looks a lot like a Scandinavian city because it is located at the northern part of Poland and it's very close to the Scandinavian part of Europe, like Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. So I was really fascinated to see that, especially walking along the Long Market and the Old Town. It was really nice to see. And yes, I can only say recommend to you, Selena, to also visit Gdansk and maybe make a jump to Vienna while you're in Poland as well.
Oh, I would definitely want to visit Vienna as well to meet all the brethren there. And like what you mentioned, it's like Scandinavia, giving you Scandinavian. So I can see here another comment from Francesca Heiskanen. She also said that Gdansk felt like I was at home where I am from, Lund, which is here in Sweden. It's a very cozy and relaxed place, a small city. Gdansk felt like that. It felt like a place where you can just walk and you can already take in so much of the atmosphere in the place. And she also said that we were in Gdansk for such a short time that we weren't able to see as much as we wanted, but walking along the old town in Gdansk, I think, is a must. You can get in as much of the history, culture, scenery, architecture, and atmosphere in just one walk. So you know what, Angela? Every time I visit another country, I make sure to go to the old town. No matter how much I have very short time. Like when we were in Prague, I go to the old town because it seems like that's the best place to go anywhere especially here in Europe, because the old town have almost everything in it. So if I suggest to all the travelers there who wants to go but to have a short time, go to the old town because you will basically know almost everything I say about the place that you're in if you see the old town, because it speaks for itself. So who else do we have next, Angela?
Yes, I agree to visiting the old town where when you visit a new city, because that's basically the gist of the history of the city, right? So now that we asked brethren who visited Gdansk about their experience in exploring Gdansk, we also asked somebody who actually lives in Gdansk. We asked Jacelyn uh, to tell us about her experience, about her life in Gdansk. So let's watch her answers.
Hello po to all our brethren and viewers. This is Sister Jazelyn Thompson po from local of Wejherowo GWS here in Poland. I'm a Light of Salvation officer and chronicler trainee po. I'm actually living and working here in Gdansk po, so not really a visitor, but I can say that besides the inaugural worship service we had, the most memorable part of being here in Gdansk po is that I was able to meet brethren from different locales in our district, whom most of them po have traveled from different countries for the inaugural worship service of our JWS. And actually, the day before po of our inaugural worship service, nakasama po yung ibang mga kapatid, may tungkulin from different countries dun po sa isinagawang worldwide pamamahagi ng pasugo. So, it's really a fun and memorable experience po for me. It's kinda hard question po, no? Kasi Gdansk is a beautiful and historically rich city. So, there's a lot to explore po. But maybe what I would recommend the most to my friends and family, at least po sa na-experience ko dito in my 3 months of stay, is to have a stroll around Gdansk Old Town, especially if you are someone who likes to experience a blend of history and modern life po. Because the vibrant street there in Old Town is lined with beautiful ornate buildings, cafes and shops, and the architecture po is stunning, so you can enjoy the atmosphere while strolling through it. What I enjoy most about the local culture or atmosphere here in Gdansk is, I can say, the welcoming and friendly locals po. So far from what I experienced, people of Gdansk are friendly and helpful, whether you're just exploring the city or trying to learn more about its history. From what I observed in po while talking with some locals here, they have this pride in their city's past, and yung openness po nila to visitors really creates an atmosphere that feels both welcoming and warm po. What I tried so far po is their beloved classic, which is called pierogi. These are delicious dumplings which comes in so many varieties po, like from savory ones like those filled with cheese, garlic, or bacon, to sweet options po filled with either fruit or cream.
Yes, once again, thank you, Jacelyn, for telling us about your experience in living in Gdansk and your recommendations in exploring Gdansk. And for those who didn't understand, she during the first part, she told us about how she spent the day before the inaugural worship service with some other brethren from other locals during a Pasugo God's magazine, God's Message magazine distribution in the city of Gdansk. So that is also a very good way to explore the city, and at the same time, you also get to bond with other brethren during your walks, and most especially, they got to share their faith while doing so, right? And yes. walking is one of the highly recommended experiences along Gdansk, which I can only just agree to when I was there along with my other travel buddies. You know who you are. We mostly just walked around the city. And yes, that the locals in Gdansk are very friendly and helpful and accommodating. All those things I can just confirm by experience. Yes, and we also have Katya who commented about her experience in Gdansk. Let's read her comment. She said her most memorable experience was spending time with friends and family and meeting new people. Aside from the inaugural worship service, the most memorable part was catching up and talking with people that I don't see very often, like the brethren from Norway and Poland. We went to explore the city afterwards, talked, and had big laughs with everyone. And she also recommended some activities. She said, I'd mostly recommend outdoor activities. One place I'd recommend to visit in Gdansk is the old town, especially at night. It's so cozy to just walk down the long street, and it's very lively in the evening. But it's very cold in Poland around this time, um, so heat tech and gloves are essential. Yes, it was very very cold. So around this time, if you're going to visit Gdansk or Poland around this time, be prepared for very very cold weather. Yeah, so dress accordingly, I'd say. Yes. So now, um, so yes, we would like to thank all of the brethren who told us about their experiences. Now, I would say let's listen to their shout outs, right? Yes, so please, Kuyatek, if you could show us the shout outs of all the brethren.
So, first of all po, I want to greet everyone who is watching right now. Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. And to all the brethren there in Gdansk, Poland, maraming salamat po ulit. To all the brethren in Stockholm, Nynäshamn, Skanstull, and Arboga, good evening din po. And to my family, Tatay Henry and Bibi Zach, I love you. And I want to greet all the brethren or everyone who will celebrate their birthday this month. So happy birthday po sa ating lahat. Thank you again for having me.
Shout out po to all our brethren in Poland and to all the lovely people I have met on that day. You are too many to mention po, so better not to mention everyone so none is forgotten. And thank you po for having me tonight.
So, shout out po to all our brethren here in Poland, especially to our Vejerova group worship service. Shout out po to our district supervising minister, Ka Bizar Balsita, and to our ministers, Ka Kevin and Ka Arsi po.
Yes, welcome back. And we also have some shout outs from Katya. She wanted to shout out Monica and Cheska, her current travel buddies, and the brethren in Lund, Sweden, and her aunties in Oslo East, Norway, and all the officers from Poland. Who else do we have, Selena?
Yes, Katya's sister, Francesca, also have shout out. She said she wanted to greet her nanay and tatay on their 28th wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary, Kaarto and Rosalie. And my sister Katya and our brother Kaniko also want to greet the brethren in Lund, Ka Ernelin, Monica, and Rachel, Karon, and Ka Janice, and most especially all the brethren and church officers in Poland. And I can see lots of comments in the comment section. So, but before I read all these comments, I'd like to remind everyone to please click like and share our broadcast for tonight. So and you can also rewatch it once it's done later. But since now we're live, we're still going to read some comments. I've seen Sister Lisa Balsita comment earlier. Shout out to all the brethren in Lewich, Poland. And I also see a comment from Brother Oliver Nugget. Congratulations to our district for being able to hold the inaugural worship service of the newly established group worship service of Block Poland. Praises be to God. And we also have Brother Romel Tenko, happy viewing po sa lahat. Pa-shoutout naman po sa mga awit na mula sa lokal ng Prague na tumupad po sa inaugural worship sa Block Group Worship Service. Ingat po kayo sa biyahe pag uwi po. And I know this person. Good evening po, brethren. Happy viewing po and greetings from #Hilterbrut Sweden. Also, shout outs to the host for tonight. And shout out to you also, Brother Brandon Bolander, for taking care of our son. And he's quiet right now, Angela. You cannot hear him. So thank you so much. And I can see Lisa Castillo also happy viewing INCRadio Northern Europe, #Stockholm, Sweden. Who else? I've seen one comment here that says from Jennifer Vasquez, watching from #Espo Finland. Gdansk is a very picturesque city. We lived in Poland for almost 6 years, and Gdansk is the first city we visited. So to those who's been to Gdansk, please share us your experience in the comment section. And to those who haven't been to Gdansk, are you like me, who's already convinced that to add the Gdansk to your list of the travel destination in the future? So please comment down below. And of course, do not forget to use your hashtag of your local or group worship service. Yes, do you go ahead, Angela?
Yes, actually, J. Mark David also commented because he was also one of the choir members who performed in the inaugural worship service, who actually is one of my travel buddies at that time. So shout out, J. Mark. He said, Gdansk also offers beautiful, diverse beaches that delight not only with their charm, but also with a friendly atmosphere. Open up to breathtaking beaches where golden sands meet the blue sea. We haven't visited that yet, but I believe he was ready to research about that. So maybe if we go back one day, we will visit the beach there, maybe in a warmer weather. And he also said, pa-shoutout naman po to the brethren in Katowice, Poland. Yes, shout out to the brethren in Katowice and actually from all over Poland, actually. Yes. Yeah, so before we move on to our next segment, let's take a short segment break. We will watch a Christian music video performed by brethren in the District of Northern Europe, titled Eternally.
God's promise is true. We live eternally. We live forever.
I am on my way to eternal life. I wanna live forever with God and His Son, my Savior Christ. His Son is coming on Judgment Day, and we will live forever. All those who have obeyed.
We must pass the trials that we will face, so that we can make it to the end of our race. To receive the promised salvation, and we will be with God in His holy kingdom.
I'm waiting for the day to come, the return of God's begotten Son, the one whom God has sent to redeem us from the sins that we have done. And even with all the tribulations that we face, we endure the pain and continue to keep the faith.
The ways that we walk,
What we say when we talk,
Always stay righteous, never ever should we stop.
being the lights of this world, we shine brighter than the sun, that will make everyone see we're God's chosen ones.
God will take away all of our fears. There will be no more death, crying, pain, nor tears.
All the old things will pass away, and in the Holy Land forever we shall stay.
God promised life that lasts forever, so don't do anything that'll put us in danger.
Don't exchange our faith for worldly things. Follow God with all of our hearts, for salvation He brings.
Hold on to what you have learned. each minute. He helps us realize just what we need to do. The duties He gave us are promised to be true. We'll never dismay our Father, Him we shall obey. Every trial makes us stronger, every tide our bonds will never stray.
When we are feeling down, His presence always brings us up. Instilling deep within us is true and all abiding love. True peace we will always gain. When things go wrong, we don't complain. Pray to Him to make us brave. Steadfast, we shall remain.
We shall remain in His church. We stray to His holy words. Every time we step into the chapel, we know what it's worth. Being knocked down truly makes us hurt, but we forget all our pain to the comfort of His words.
And we're blessed when He wakes us up to the morning light. Teachings we believe and we keep them as our guiding light. Everything He taught us in our hearts are planted deep, cause we have the true faith which we'll eternally keep.
This may be a race,
All the more we keep our pace.
blessings unto us assured.
With this light it makes us pure.
When knocked down we shall endure.
Don't be tempted just to learn.
With faith and love we are assured we won't be hurting anymore.
Now that our path is clear and straight,
Trust our Father about to guide us to the Holy Land.
getting rid of all the hate.
From all sin we separate, in the end we will be lifted up to that holy place.
Hold on to what you have learned. Keep it in your heart. Stand strong and firm.
We are the ones whom God will always love, and He promised that someday up above we'll live eternally.
God's promise is true, we'll live eternally, we'll live forever.
Our Lord God has true everlasting love. We're really fortunate as INC. We keep all the trust in our God above. Forever we'll live happily. Hold on to what you have learned. Keep it in your heart. Stand strong and firm. We are the ones who God will always love, and He promised us someday up above we'll live eternally.
Welcome back to INCRadio Northern Europe Satellite Studio. Yes, that was a Christian music video performed by the District of Northern Europe entitled Eternally. Hope you enjoyed as much as we have. Yes, now we will move on to our next segment, which is CFO in Action, where we talk about various activities held in our district. So please, Kuya Tech, if you could play the banner. Yes, thank you, Kuya Tech. So the first activity that we will discuss is the Copenhagen TWS DIY bracelet making. So Kuya Tech, if you could please show us the pictures for this activity. Yes, the members of the Children's Worship Service in the local congregation of Copenhagen, Denmark, had a DIY or do-it-yourself bracelet making activity. With bright smiles, the children carefully selected colorful beads and designed their own unique bracelets. As they worked on their creations, they not only had fun but also developed their creativity, patience, and fine motor skills. More importantly, this activity gave them the opportunity to bond with one another, strengthen their friendships, and grow in their faith. Holding activities like this is important because it helps young members stay active in their faith, discover and develop their talents, and build strong relationships with their fellow brethren. Through this event, the CWS officers showed their dedication to guiding and inspiring the children, ensuring they continue to grow in their love for God and the active participation in the church. Yes. What activity do we have next, Selena?
Yes, but before that, I'd like to comment on that activity, the DIY or do-it-your-own bracelet making activity, because as you know, I think you know that I'm really really into making bracelets. So even if it's for the CWS or the Young Brethrens, if only I can attend an activity like that. If there will be a chance, I would, because I really like making bracelets and other accessories like that. That's one of my hobbies. So I just want to share it because I'm glad to know that they held an activity like that. And in regards to still in CFO in action, from Copenhagen, let's go to Mjøndalen in their jigsaw puzzle making. So, for as we know, a puzzle is a broader category of puzzle games, including jigsaw puzzles, crosswords, matchsticks, and more. While a jigsaw puzzle is a tiling puzzle that requires the assembly of often irregularly shaped interlocking and mosaic pieces. Typically, each piece has a portion of a picture which is completed by solving the puzzle. And as we can see in the photo, we can see that they did the puzzles from their own photos. And in regards to that, here in our district, Northern Europe, the Brethren and the Congregation of Mjøndalen, Norway, held a fun activity, the jigsaw puzzle making activity. Each family was given a personalized jigsaw puzzle, as we can see in the photos shown on the screen, of their own family picture to build, and this activity gave an opportunity for families to bond in a fun way. The bond of the brethren were once again strengthened, and they were filled with smiles and excitement as they participate, making the activity meaningful. So it's really fun, and it's not just fun, but it also helps us be more patient and artistic in making puzzles. And actually, that's one of my son. My son is actually into puzzles right now, so I wish I was able to participate in Mindalen, so I know how to make those jigsaw puzzles, because he's really into different puzzles right now, and I'm so glad that he's into those kind of activities. So I just want to ask Angela, when you were young, if you were given the chance to choose, would you do bracelet making, or will you do puzzles when you're young? What you're more into when you were younger? Younger, not young, younger.
That's an interesting question. And to be honest, I believe I would pick the bracelet making because I wouldn't have been as patient as I should have been to make puzzles. I'm not sure if I have the capability to complete a puzzle on my own, even now. I'm not sure if I should ask. I have an estimation, but I'll ask you back, Selena. Which one, when you were little, which one would you have preferred, bracelet making or puzzle making?
Of course, the bracelet making. And I grew up in the Philippines. And when we were young, unlike now, it's very easy to purchase materials for bracelet making. But in the Philippines before, it's not easy to purchase because you cannot just buy it anywhere like now. So we use what we find from the nature. There are flowers or old seeds that we sewed into bracelets. Like we have to find it sometimes. There's a flower that we use. I forgot what it's called, but we use those kind of things, and that's how I practiced until I grew up. And then now I have more better materials to use. And as you know, I still do it until now, just hobby.
Yes.
So yeah,
But
what
at least
else, Angela?
you were motivated or pushed to be creative when you were young. If I may only comment on the jigsaw puzzle making activity in Yondalan, what I find fascinating in that activity is that the brethren were giving personalized photos to create their puzzles. So that's another thing to be more excited about, because instead of like completing a puzzle of a generic picture, you're completing a puzzle of a picture of you and your family, which I find really sweet, honestly.
Yes, my son is very patient in making puzzles, but my husband is the one who's also helping him more into that. I have the patience if it's bigger pieces, but if it's smaller and more pieces, it's kind of hard for me to do. But that's how my husband and my son bond. And as speaking of Norway, I can see brethren from Norway commenting here. I saw earlier Sister Divine Nugget, also Sister Tessa Nugget. We also have Annalisa Kagampang. Happy watching po. Hashtag stored Norway. We also have Mark Ramirez. Happy viewing po. Watching from the local of all hashtag Oslo. And we also have brethren from Zagreb. Robert Brenoso, happy viewing po. Hashtag Zagreb, hashtag Pazin from Sweden. Greetings from hashtag Stockholm. And Francesca, again, shout out to the brethren in Poland. We also have Heidi Joy Host from hello to the beautiful host. Thank you so much. Greetings from Copenhagen, Denmark. So we also have RJ Aguilar. I can see his comment here. Good evening po sa lahat ng kapatid. Hashtag Prague Czech Republic. Another one from Bucharest is Floribel Yesto. Happy viewing from hashtag Bucharest. We also have Remy Cabanet, Evelyn Almoden, Lisa Castillo, Marites Nugal, Marcel Fernandez, Merly Mendoza, Jocelyn, Villanueva, J. Ray Davidson. Happy viewing po to all. Hashtag Copenhagen, hashtag Denmark. We also have Marichel Pacorsa, hashtag Vanta Finland. Who else can you see in the comment, Angela? If you can see, because it's going really, really fast right now.
Yes, I actually have to stop them on my phone to be able to read names. So we have Jenica Indaya, Osang Rabago, Maurice Lundberg, John Ray Davidson, Florabel Gesto. Happy viewing from hashtag Bucharest. We have Kit Spoctor. Hello, everyone. Rani Nuevo, watching from Vlog Poland. Rosalie Heskanen, Evelyn Almoden, Marikar Tabinya, Virgin Sulio, Buenafe Buban from Stockholm, Sweden, Romel Buban, also from Stockholm, Sweden. We have Maris Lundberg, Pei Buban, and Marikar Tabinya again. We have, it's going so fast. We have Mirna Kube, Marikar Tabinya, Evelyn Almoden, Lisa Castillo. Yes, there are so many comments. Please keep commenting, and we will read them later. For now, let's move on to our birthday greetings. So from Zagreb, we have Ephraim Norte, Rodel Galileo, Franz Lindon Ubuta, Dante Caracas, Rechi Villegas, Maria Jofesel Malamnum, Haya Norte, Joy Orbita, Mary Feliciano, Juvie Villasor, and from the local congregation of Piano West, Lowell Murillo, Joey Tumpalan, Angelique Tumpalan, Gilbert Alcantara, who is my brother-in-law, Gina Tumpalan, Abigail Alcantara, who is my sister, Christy Perez, Teresita Consulta, Marian Salangsang, Chelsea Consulta, and Rosana Rabago. Who else do we have, Selena?
Yeah, so we have lots of celebrant for the month of February. Now from Budapest, we have Romel Paje, Justin John Tionco, Robert Luberanes, Christopher Mutuk, Marisa Makabunga, Ami Pilapil, and from Lund, this is not a birthday but wedding anniversary, Arthur and Rosalie Heiskanen 28th wedding anniversary on Feb 15 on Miandalen. Happy anniversary po, Arto and Rosalie. And from Miandalen, Feby Castro, Michiko Enga, Lian Alfaro. Also, wedding anniversary from Yandalen, Adonis and Arlene Karamat. And also, welcome to Miandalan Group Worship Service, Gladeline Borbe and Jeffrey Gajes. And also, I would like to add February birthday celebrants, happy birthday to my mommy Alma Julian, and happy 5th birthday to my one and only son Alfonso, who both celebrated their birthday 3rd of February. And with that, Kuya Tek, can you please play the birthday song for our birthday celebrants of February?
Happy birthday to you. Maligayang pati sa'yo. Happy birthday to you. Maligayang pati sa'yo. Happy birthday po!
Yes, happy birthday to all our February celebrants, and happy anniversary to those celebrating their anniversary this month of February. So now, every good thing must come to an end. So thank you so much for all our guests, our listeners, and to those who commented and help us. As I can see, the comment section is still going so fast. Happy birthday po sa lahat ng may birthday. I can see so many greetings, our birthday celebrants. So thank you so much. And we hope to see you again next week. So thank you everyone, to all the guests, viewers, and listeners, and of course to our tech in the Philippines. And thank you to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, for having INC programs such as this. Brother Angelo Aranya Manalo, our CEBSI President and CEO and Christian Family Organizations Coordinator. Brother Montreville Boy, INC Media Production Section Chief. Brother Wally Taray, INC Radio Subsection Chief.
Yes, thank you also to Brother Rizar Balsita, our District Supervising Minister, Brother Jake Edick, our Assistant District Supervising Minister, Brother Oliver Nugget, our District CFO Overseer. Yes, now let's go to our personal shout out. Selena, who else besides Bebo and your mom do you want to shout out?
Yes, of course, I'd like to shout out our destinado, Brother Oliver Nugget, and his wife, Sister Divine Nugget, and their children Tessa and Caleb. And I would like to also shout out, of course, our District Supervising Minister and his wife, Brother Bizar Balsita and Sister Lisa Balsita, Brother Alexander Batulan and Sister Tonette Batulan. Hello po to my cousin in Canada, Erica. I hope to see you again here soon. And of course, to my mom, who's always tuned in, no matter what time it is in the Philippines. Mama, you can sleep now after it's done. Thank you so much for always supporting us. And of course, again, happy birthday to my mommy and to my one and only son. And of course, shout out to my husband for always being supportive and taking care of our son. Yes, how about you, Angela? Of course, you have shout outs. Go ahead.
Yes, I have quite a few, to be honest. Shout out to my family, starting my parents, Lito and Levi Gabriel, to my sisters, Abigail Alcantara, especially at Abigail Alcantara, because she will be celebrating her birthday soon. Happy birthday in advance. Also, my brother-in-law, Gilbert Alcantara, who will be celebrating his birthday soon as well. Shout out as well to my other sister, Katrina Giep. Safe travels. Also, shout out to my husband, Marlon Domingo, who is watching right now. Shout out to all my friends who are watching and all the brethren in Austria and our respective resident ministers and ministerial workers. Brother Marl Keith Villaruel, Brother Pierre Giorgio Lusanes, Brother Danilo Kaalim and his wife, Sister Laura Kaalim, and all the brethren in Poland. Actually, also all the brethren I saw in Poland, not just the ones who are in Poland, but those who I met in Poland. You're way too many to mention one by one. And last but not the least, shout out to my co-host, and thank you for helping me out tonight, Selena.
Yes, thank you so much as well, Angela. It's an honor to guest together with you. Finally, we're able, before we were just guesting together, now we're hosting together. So thank you so much.
Yes, before we go, let's promote our social media platforms. So make sure to follow us on Facebook in CEBSI Incorporated, Instagram at INC News and Updates, and also download or install the INC Radio app on now available on Android and iOS. And make sure to check out the websites incmedia.org, pasugo.com.ph, and iglesianicristo.net dash INC slash INC radio. And also follow or subscribe to our channel on YouTube, INC Radio DZM 954. Yes.
Yes, Angela. Also, we already have our INC Radio on Facebook. So make sure to check us out there. You can see all of the studios all over the world, not just here in Europe or in the Philippines. But so go ahead and like and share and check out the page for updates of our new INC Radio page there. Yes, Angela.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, so this has been INC Radio Northern Europe Satellite Studio. You can catch us every Sunday, 8 p.m. Central European Time or 3 p.m. Philippine Time. See you next week.
Thank you so much. See you next week.
In the Bible it was proclaimed it would be hard to be a Christian in these last days. So we gotta be ready to fight the good fight. Yeah. We have been taught from the beginning. This is no time to be lax or be sleeping. Let nothing change our fate.